What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe. This is EVE Online, and we are going through the Minmatar Epic Arc. I wanted to draw your attention to a couple things. We are on Mission 4 of Chapter 2, and the mission's name is Playing All Their Cards, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I wanted to point out that because there's an incursion going on in this system and in the system that I was in doing that last mission, if you hover over what's going on with the incursion, I've never done an incursion, but it has effects on the system. So hovering over the little ISK icon, it shows you that the financial systems are compromised and that there's a 50% reduction in Concord bounties. So looking at the bounties that I picked up last time, they paid out 9.2 million, but I got a 4.6 billion or a million surcharge in addition to the tax because of this penalty here. So it makes destroying or killing all of the enemies in these missions a little bit less worth doing. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to point out that the Eve Survival Guide says you need a data analyzer, so I pulled off one of my Cap Recharger 2s and threw on one of these. I'm going to be going up against 11 frigates, many of which it looks like Webb and Warp Scramble, 6 destroyers, 4 cruisers, and 10 battleships. And they all look like the 1.1 to 1.2 million bounty battleships that we've seen in previous missions. So they're going to be hard. And so, given the fact that we're, having half of our bounties taken away basically, and then some, I'm probably going to do my best to get in, hack, and get out. But I am going to need to take out some of those warp scramblers and the webs before I do it, just to make it so that I can get out. So here's hoping that I don't lose this ship, because that would be a very expensive loss, and well, it might make for a better video, but I'm not interested in making those kinds of videos. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to accept the mission. It says we dropped the ball on this one, and those putrescent, motherless angel freaks made sure to capitalize on it. Our only consolation is that it cost them too. We've managed to root the angel spy within our ranks, the one who tipped the cartel off about your visit to the historians. They're in a world of trouble right now. You can trust me on that. From our initial interrogation of this captured angel agent, we have learned that just before the cartel blew up the outpost, they managed to find and make away with the data we needed on the wildfire Kumak. The historian that was supposed to have a text for you relating to it was tortured into handing over his research and then was killed. They're offering us a deal. We give them back their agent, and they give us the information we want. They tried to make a bid for the wildfire, but there wasn't a chance in hell we're going to entertain that idea, especially once we discovered who their agent was. We negotiated it down to the agent, but we have no intention of making a fair deal with them, simply because when it comes to the angels, there is no such thing. They have no desire for the safe return of the traitorous scum. In fact, if they could kill him right now to shut him up, they wouldn't hesitate. In addition to providing us intel that the historical texts on the Kumak have been taken, our captured agent has also revealed something else: its location. His testimony and a good deal of other intelligence we're receiving is pointing to one of the Angel's main staging outposts in Metropolis. The defense forces posted at this place are impressive, beyond even our capabilities. We've come up with a plan to lure some out and reduce their numbers to something you'll be more easily able to manage. We forced subversion on our Angel prisoner and made him tell his superiors that we're sending a huge ambush fleet to the meeting point. This should goad them into bringing along a bigger reserve of manpower, most of which will be drawn from that base. While we're having the meet, you sneak in, bypass the remaining resistance, and grab the texts that were taken. Underneath the central command center, we're told there will be several databanks. The documents we're looking for will be in one of these. You'll need to deactivate the security firewalls, which means some hacking. You're looking for a drive cluster called EDF-285. Grab it and get the hell out of there before the angels figure out the game. Okay, so EDF-285 is what we're looking for. Here's hoping that I can hack this appropriately. And yeah, I guess we'll just head on over. So we can close this. Now, if push comes to shove and things get really bad, I might have to try to destroy as much of these ships as possible before getting out of there. But ideally, it won't come to that. Ideally, I will be able to warp in. I think they spawn 100 kilometers off, and I'll be able to get my hack in, kill some frigates, and then get the hell out of there. Erster.
Warp drive active.
Not to be confused with erstwhile or Easter,
Warp drive active.
or Estier, depending on how you pronounce all of these things. Alright, I'm not even going to drop my MTU unless it turns into a bloodbath. It occurs to me that in the previous video where I mentioned how much I had made, that all should be subtracted by 10% because I wasn't subtracting out the corporation tax. Alright, so there's one cluster. Let's go get within range of that. Rush to the container and hack it, loot it, get the fuck out. You got it. 13, 12, 11. Got to get within 5 kilometers. There we go. They're stalling the negotiations. Our scouts and scanners are picking up no sign of the reinforcements they were going to bring. I'm getting the feeling we've been screwed again. Get the data and get out. Alright. Here they all are. Alright, so I want to get the hijacker targeted. All of the hijackers, I guess. Yeah, alright. So, in the meantime... Oh, I gotta target this thing. Alright. There we go. We get this. And we get the fuck out.
Warp drive active.
Alright, we got the item. We are aligning. And we're in warp. Alright, so we don't need to bring our salvager in here because yeah, we just don't need to, because that's just how it goes. So instead of 101 or 102 million, we probably have 90 plus another 5 or 6, so 95. So somewhere around 100 million that we've made so far. Actually, probably, yeah, probably about 100. Now I just grabbed anything to warp out to, and then I figured while safe I could make sure I was picking the right thing, but yeah, see, we're here in Erster. Also 50% reduction in Concord bounties. And look at this. Capsule interference detected. Turret launcher, drone, and smart bomb damage reduced. Shield and armor resistance is reduced. That sucks. I'm hoping that only... Well, no, because the bounty thing affected me. So that probably applies to the whole system. So if I were to look at my resistances... Yeah, those seem... normal. Oh well. What do I know? Alright, so after this mission, it looks like they're going to send us traveling. So I'm going to have to ferry a bunch of my stuff over there, and I'll pick up... I'll pick up kind of when I've got one more run to go, and that's that. Alright, we'll talk to this guy. What's up, Nilf? I think we're done here. Here you go. Yep, split it with my buddy. Excellent work. The Republic Security Services are in your debt. You're damn right they are.
Warp drive active.
So, I think that's it. Alright, if you have any questions or if you struggled with this significantly, hit me up in the comments and we'll figure it out together. I'm curious if they would let you destroy the mission can. A lot of times in exploration, if you fail 3 or 4 times, usually it's 3 times, 3 or 1 if it's really severe. But if you fail 3 times, the can blows up along with everything in it. So I'm curious if that's the case here. At any rate, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.